The 2017 Nissan Leaf. Believe it or not, this is the best-selling electric vehicle of all time, and we have it for you today on this latest episode of Car Buzz Unboxing Reviews. But before we get started, we want to thank future Nissan of Folsom for letting Car Buzz come on down and film this car for you today.
Okay, this is going to be a bit of an interesting one. I've never seen one of these at all. Let's jump into it.
Okay, let's get started. So, the Nissan Leaf, it came out in 2010, and the moment people looked at it, they just started making fun of it, which I can understand why.
It feels like it's been around a lot longer than that, actually.
No, 2010, but it's been selling really well, and it got off to kind of a slow start. Nissan had a lot of high expectations for it, and over the past few years, mainly because of these, at least in the U.S., you got these tax breaks, these tax credits from the federal government, $7,500 back in your pocket.
Is that every state is the same?
No, you have the federal for the whole U.S.
For the whole U.S.,
$7,500 for this car. Just
wherever you buy it. Wherever you buy it.
And then other states have different amounts in tax credits. Some you can get $750.
I see.
Others you can get $2,500.
Gotcha.
It just varies.
Okay.
So you can save a lot of money by buying this car, and it's zero emissions.
Zero emissions?
Zero emissions.
Fair play.
Total range, 107 miles, rated by the EPA on a full battery charge.
So you better live quite close to work if you want to take this every day.
Well, 107-mile range is not bad.
No, it's not too bad.
No. So this is the heart of it all. This is an electric motor, obviously.
Lovely.
110 horsepower and 210 pound-feet of torque. Now, this comes with a 30 kilowatt lithium-ion battery. That's what charges this. But I want to clarify for people that might be confused with, say, the Chevrolet Volt, which is this car's main competitor in both size and price range.
Okay.
That car is an extended range plug-in hybrid, meaning it still has a small gasoline engine and a battery. So with the battery in that car, with its electric motor, is the main power source, but the small gasoline engine in the Volt acts as a battery generator. Unlike in this Leaf here, you just plug it right in.
Look at that. I thought that was something to do with the recharging.
Yes.
And a little square there, little trapezium-shaped slot for the electric
and that's
charge.
It.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like it's got a little nose.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what's happening inside?
Actually, I like this interior.
Looks okay.
It is. I mean, Nissan has updated it since 2010 here and there, but this is the top-end Leaf. This is the SL model, meaning
you get some leather?
Yeah, it's got leather.
Hang on, but if you're an eco warrior, you're not going to like that.
Yeah, you're not going to want to have it be sitting on cowhide.
No cow for me.
No cow for you.
And what's that weird silver thing in the middle there?
You'll see that in a few minutes. That's actually, that's the transmission. And
that looks a bit strange.
It is strange. It is definitely strange, but look, when the Leaf came out, it was strange. And Nissan was like, look, we're going to be strange and proud of it.
Why not?
Why not?
Embrace strangeness.
Embrace strangeness.
So what's happening here?
He's going in the front door. That's what he's doing.
Another side of the car.
Yeah.
Still looks nice. How big is that inside? It doesn't look overly big.
It's not massive, but look, you can get 5 passengers in there.
Okay, fair enough.
And the reason why, this is classified as like a compact 5-door hatchback. And what's nice about that is it's just all about trying to maximize interior space.
Okay, Nissan does a good job of that, right?
They do. And what's cool is that the rear seats also fold down 60-40.
As they
60-40 split, right.
As they should.
So you can just increase cargo space, whatever.
Was that piano black trim?
I think so.
Could be.
Yeah, it looks like some piano black and some other stuff. Overall, interior qualities were pretty good.
And it has got a bit of a weird look to it. Like, they do make some odd-looking cars sometimes.
Yeah,
well, with the Duke and the Qashqai.
Actually, did you notice the front end of this? The front headlights are almost identical to the ones on the Juke.
No, I need to have a look at that again.
Okay, yeah. So if you see,
we'll see
people I love the Juke, but I hate the Leaf. Well, they have the same headlights.
Okay.
Or nearly identical.
So.
Yeah. But this is actually, the Leaf is considered to be a really fairly safe car. It got 4 out of 5 top stars for the U.S. government crash testing. It's got an advanced airbag system and even a roof-mounted curtain side impact supplemental airbags.
Sounds fancy.
Get all that? Yeah.
Yeah, I got all that. There's no point listening to this. It doesn't make any noise.
No.
No sound?
No. Barely anything.
So if that comes by you in traffic and you're not
going to hear it very well.
You're not going to hear it. It might knock you over.
Well, that's a problem for blind people.
Yeah, fair.
That's why. Yeah.
Okay.
So they got to rely on Fido,
Here we
their
go.
seeing eye dog. Yeah.
What is that? It's like a
That's
giant
the transmission.
That looks like a giant nipple.
It does. It's yeah.
You can't
say,
argue
with that.
Yeah, you can't. It won't milk you though.
Yeah,
you can't milk that thing.
Nissan, pay attention. That looks like a giant nipple.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Okay,
right
so
here.
what's the touchscreen like?
7-inch touchscreen.
Japanese car maker should be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's got voice recognition and audio, HD radio, the USB port with an iPod interface. It's a nice system. It's Nissan. It's called Nissan Connect. Okay. And it's pretty much the same system found in the Nissan Pathfinder and the Murano, which I also did unboxing reviews of. And it's nice. I mean, look it. Compared to, say, Toyota's, it's called Entune. Just about anything is better than Toyota's.
Oh, yeah?
Entune, I'm still surprised they're getting away with still selling it.
This looks nicely intuitive, works well.
Yeah, it's well done.
Okay, good.
I had very few complaints about it.
Well, you'd expect it. Oh, nice. Look at that. Hello. What happened there?
Fancy schmancy.
What's the point of that? Well, why did that
MP3.
happen? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you'd expect that of a car that's,
right.
Positioning itself as a futuristic model.
And it also has
to
a 7-speaker...
decent technology inside.
Of course, and it has 7 speakers as well.
Okay, good.
So Bose premium sound system. Ah, there's your nipple.
Whoa! Wasn't expecting that.
No.
So, what's that? Reverse and forward?
Pretty much,
That's
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Forward and back.
Because look, the torque is instant, so the car just goes.
Right.
It's not like a typical transmission with a gasoline engine where it's changing gears. It's just a completely different setup. But the challenge for Nissan with the Leaf was, okay, how can we take a car with a totally different type of drivetrain, powertrain, you name it,
Yep.
and convince people that they can still drive it like an everyday car? Because people, generally speaking, when there's new technology, unless you're a real technology buff, you're going to shy away from it.
That center console didn't look like it could hold too much, to be honest. It's a little square of space.
Well, listen, it's a compact 5-door hatchback.
What's the point of that? That thing slides out. What was the point of that?
Probably extra sun guard protection.
Okay, yeah. Bit odd.
Yeah. Your sunglasses, there you go.
That's important, yeah.
Well, what's cool about this one is there's actually a heated steering wheel. It's covered in leather, too.
Okay.
6-way adjustable driver's seat.
Not too few.
And again, it's all about saying to people, look, the Nissan Leaf, it's still a regular car. You're going to get all the familiar features and stuff that you're used to.
See the windows coming down?
Mm-hmm. And in fact, the Leaf has sold so well. Do you know how many they've sold worldwide since 2010?
Since 2010?
Just take a guess.
100,000?
No, more.
200,000?
Close.
180.
230,000 worldwide.
Okay, that's quite a lot.
But guess its biggest market?
The US must be.
Of course.
Yeah.
97,000 units sold. What's the second, though?
I was going to say Europe, but actually maybe Japan.
It is.
Nice.
Europe is after Japan.
Nailed it. No electric seats?
No, you don't need them. You didn't have them in the Chevrolet Volt as well.
To save weight, to save cost.
Power, you name it.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Right. But actually, which European country is the leading Leaf consumer?
Now, despite not seeing too many on the road, I believe it's my home country, UK.
No.
No?
Nope.
Oh, hang on. Where else do they like
This makes
cars?
complete sense if you think about
it. Scandinavia, Norway.
You got it.
Thought so.
Right. They also love that, like the Tesla Model S there.
Yep.
And
very
you name
popular
it.
with EV cars are massively popular there.
Oh yeah.
He's having a sleep. Wake up. All right, he's back. So,
for anyone who though is looking for like a high performance EV, this is not it.
No,
you have to be.
Sure.
I know, but there's still some people who are thinking, "Oh wow, those Teslas are really fast, so this Nissan Leaf is going to be too."
Yeah.
No way.
He looks okay in the back there. It's pretty cramped. Not overly cramped.
No,
it looks comfortable.
It's spacious enough.
Right.
Is it going to fit the entire family to go on a vacation?
Depends how big the family is.
Well, if it's just you and your partner,
yeah, well,
that's about it. Then you're good. But for kids, probably not. But this is, what I really think the Leaf is best at. It's just an excellent commuter car.
Yeah, there's not much trunk space there.
Right. Well, you can always fold down the rear seats, and then you get a lot more.
You got a bit of the Bose system there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? The subwoofer?
I think so. Yeah.
So it fits the G case and his bag, and there's another Is that a spare battery? Is that the battery? What's happening there with the E on it? No.
Yeah, that's probably the portable charging unit
Right, okay.
that you can get with this thing. Because so that this way you don't always have to go to a regular charging station.
There's the 60.
You can charge it at
40
home.
split. Yeah, 60's down, and then
Yep.
the 40. Let's see how that looks at the back. With all that taken down. Remove that. It's a bit of fiddling about.
Yeah.
But if you need to move something...
Yeah, but actually, I want to tell you that it cost Nissan $18,000 per battery pack when the car first launched in 2010.
Wow, that's a hell of a lot.
Yep. But by 2015, the price of that battery pack, it went down to $5,500.
Well, they found more raw materials than they needed for the battery, or
pretty much. And listen, just like when there's new technology, it's really expensive at first, and then the cost just come down within a few short years. Remember when the first iPhones came out?
Yeah, sure.
How ridiculously expensive they
Economies
were.
of
They
scale.
still are really
Economies
expensive.
of scale come into play,
Exactly.
and it becomes cheaper. Oh, there's the lights you're talking about.
Yep,
Juke
they're
lights.
Juke.
Just sort
That's
of
total-
sticking out like frog-like eyes.
Yeah. But, it's sort of become a signature Nissan thing, and, you got to give them credit for taking a design chance.
Some people just think it's butt ugly, but the people that buy this probably don't care.
Well, I do think it is butt ugly.
Yeah, they don't
but
care.
in a cool way. They don't, exactly. They don't care that it's not the most attractive looking car.
It's like, look at me, I'm being different, I'm being green, I'm, helping the world, when really they're not. Because we actually,
Why is that?
Well, getting rid of batteries after they're dead is pretty bad for the environment.
Well, that's especially true with nickel hydride batteries, which are in the Toyota Prius. This is lithium ion. They are more recyclable than the nickel hydride. But actually, Nissan's reporting that in Europe, only 3 out of 35,000 Leaf batteries have failed.
That's pretty impressive.
So there's no
practically
fires
zero.
going on
Yeah,
so
it's practically
much.
zero.
Right. Remember when the Tesla Model S, some of those were catching fire, the batteries were
Yeah,
having little
it's
problems,
happened,
right? Or with the old Fisker Karma.
Right.
That has not really happened with the Leaf.
Maybe that's because they invested so heavily in the beginning to make sure that wouldn't happen.
That's true, yes.
And then they worked out how to do it on a
Right.
larger scale, and then price came down, and
True.
safety has remained.
And then for anyone who's afraid that the batteries are going to die, Nissan also has something called the battery replacement program, where owners can buy a new battery for about $5,500, and they got to trade in the old battery pack as well.
So hang on, what's other interesting features has this thing got?
got
That
a
spoiler?
Solar panel spoiler.
So what that adds?
This is optional because this is the top trim level. This is
Okay.
the SL.
And that helps to give you a bit more range? The solar panel, I guess the solar
I
panel...
think more power to the interior.
Okay, so it's charging the
Right.
interior. So that would help with the battery
Right.
life. So it might give you a couple more miles here and there.
Yeah, especially, look, and it also has a regenerative braking system.
Same idea.
So,
behind that.
so Nissan's just incorporating all of this energy-saving technology into one unit.
Right.
Which they've done really well with this. Again, and there's going to be a next generation Nissan Leaf coming out in just a couple of years. But this first generation has, let's just say, it has met Nissan's expectations, generally speaking. And it also opened up the public to the idea of owning an affordable EV.
So if you put price to one side, would you go for this or the Prius?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Honestly, I would have to go with this.
Really?
This is it's more of an honest car to me.
It's smaller
a
though,
straight
right?
up EV. Look, I'm not buying it as much for the size, but it is a Prius alternative. But I really do like the Chevrolet Volt. I think it combines the best of both worlds. There's no such thing as range anxiety with the Volt.
Okay.
Because
so the Volt's your favourite, then
the Volt
this.
would probably be my first choice, then the Leaf, and then the Prius.
You don't like the Prius look?
No,
right?
I never have. Especially the current generation.
Yeah.
It's
a
it's
bit
just
out,
too
It's
strange.
a bit wacky, yeah. It's
Right.
a bit out there.
So what do you think this costs?
You said the battery alone cost 18 grand in the beginning, so...
But Nissan knew it was going to take a hit on that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
With the base model,
20, 30 grand? Let's say 30 grand.
yeah, about $29,000
Okay.
for the base S model, and that has a slightly less powerful battery with an 84-mile range as opposed to a 107-mile range like this one here. But the middle level, the SV, goes for about $34,000. It adds the more powerful lithium-ion battery, better driving range. Now this car, this is the top-end SL. It adds that leather interior, the solar panel rear spoiler, LED headlights, and it begins at $36,790. But this car has a few extra features, including a first aid kit.
Nice.
Yeah. So this car right here, before the tax credits, comes to a total of $39,655. I know that's expensive.
That
you got to
is
take
a
into
lot.
account. Yeah, take into account though, $7,500 off, and then depending on your state.
So how does that happen? You buy the car and you have to wait for that money to come
Exactly, you
back?
don't get it immediately.
So how long does that take?
Yeah, whenever the IRS decides.
Okay, but you do
You
get
can
that money
take a
back.
few months,
So
but you will get the money back.
top trim, once you get your money back, you're looking at 32 grand.
About there, yeah.
That's
Low
not too
30s.
bad.
And then maybe if you live in California, you get even more than.
And over a few years, you're
$750,000.
saving money on gas
Exactly.
over a 5-year period.
You're not going to the gas station ever.
Right. Okay.
So for some people, this is the ideal commuter car. So anyway, we're out of time. Everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.
Thanks, everyone.